welcome to another inventory video, and this is what I like to call the mystery box R32. Yeah, I just came up with that earlier. Got some new rims on this, and I think they're Advance. I have to double check. Got some new wheels and tires on here. Looks pretty good. It does have larger brakes, so that helps a lot. And I call it the mystery box because, alright, so I got the HKS EVC, I got another box, I got a bunch of wires and a bunch of mods. And so it all works together really well. I don't have any dyno numbers, but it's pretty good. So that's why it's the mystery box. I forget what they tuned it to. Well, actually, I've never known in the first place. So after we got the car in, got everything checked out, our mechanics took a look at it, and they did just make sure everything was in good mechanical running order, but I am unaware of what the actual power levels are with this tune. It's definitely over 300, I can tell that, but exact numbers are unknown. So anyways, this does have suspension mods. We've got little Defi triple cluster here. We've got the stock Nissan gauges here, Momo steering wheel. I have the AC climate control system here, but with limited AC use, which is probably because of all the other stuff that they did to it. I'm not even sure if the AC is still there, which means you have a couple more horsepower. It's not draining anything. We have a plate here covering where there's usually an audio deck, so we don't have any audio right now. You can put that in later if you want. We've got speakers anyways. But definitely lots of chassis stiffening components. So it's definitely decked out. It's got everything you need to go. So I even have this nice bucket seat here. Yeah, the suspension is definitely, it feels like it's on rails, you know, it just goes. Alright, so let's start from the interior that I was talking about, and I opened up the door so you could see a little bit more light in here. I see the passenger seat's a little bit worn, but no tears or anything in that. Same with the rear. Oops, sorry. Rear's looking good. Carpets are alright too. We got some Nismo carpets there and over here. And here we go for the mileage, 115,014, so about 71,000 miles, I believe. And yeah, overall the dash is in really good shape. I believe they had some gauges, I remember. I think it was in the center and they replaced it with this, so our guys cleaned it up nicely. So there are a couple of holes drilled for some of the old gauges, but everything now is set. So here's that EVC, and the reason why I called it the mystery box was this has a couple of different settings involved, and you can see the Nismo shift knob and everything there. So this is all good. And right now we have the Recaro seat here. It has a little protector there, so it has a little leather thing, so when you get in and out it doesn't wear down. So it has had some wear over the years, but sits pretty comfortably. If you have a little bit wider hips, it could be a little tough. You know how bucket seats can be sometimes, but overall not too bad. And here we go with the door panels there. And this carbon fiber hood, and I'll pop the hood and trunk here in a second. We got some hood pins, so it'll just take me a moment. Alright, you can see the paint's in pretty good shape. I believe they touched up certain parts, like on the bumper, but overall the rest is kind of original. We have this carbon fiber hood. It's fading a bit, but see, carbon fiber. So it's nice and lighter than stock. I'll go close this door here too. Alright, just pop those hood pins. Alrighty, and as you can see, we do have some healthy mods here. And here's the chassis code for those of you guys that are interested. It's made in September of 1992, so definitely legal to bring into the US. So that's one less thing to worry about. And we have this coolant tank there. Has SARD caps, so I'm not really sure what the pressure setting is on those. We have this gritty blow-off valve adjustment. And being the RB26, you can see the piping that goes to the front mount intercooler right there. Nismo oil cap. You got Apex I intakes. Some custom piping for the turbo through the intercooler and all that good stuff. So being twin turbo, yeah, it has some additional customizing there, but it definitely has a lot of extra flow, and you can hear it. I'm not sure if the mic really picked it up, but you can definitely hear the turbines spooling up here. And I'm not sure if these are stock coils or not. You could probably ask our sales guys for any additional parts list. But overall, really smooth running on the tune that they have. And you know, this radiator, though, I keep wondering, it says Evolve. I'm not sure if it's a 2 or 3 row. It looks like a 3 row, nice and thick. That would be 3Cs instead of 2. So nice and thick radiator cooling. So this is definitely built to perform. Alright, so I'll just close this up. Let's go check out the trunk area. And as you can see with the new wheels and tires, the fitment's pretty nice on there. Alright, yeah, so we have 17s all around. In the front we have 225, 45, 17. And in the back we have 245, is it? Yeah, 245, 40, 17. So it's a little bit wider in the rear, which is nice. Staggered setup. It's a little warm today, so. And we have this gritty trust. They're related, right? This trust exhaust, titanium tip and everything. Pretty hefty. Really good sound, a deep rumble. Alright, so we do have this. And spring's holding really good, so yeah. Sorry, I got my coffee. Not sponsored, but nice to have some canned coffee. It's a little cold. And so, yeah, we have some little wires for the stereo setup here. So we do have, it looks like original speakers from the covers, but I'm not sure if they were upgraded speakers underneath here. We do have all of this here. Underneath, we do have additional chassis stiffening. So as you can see there, spare tire. So all in all, pretty groovy. So definitely the chassis rigidity is up there. It doesn't have the rear strut tower bar though. Just a brief look at the clear coat here, so I'm not sure all the places they touched up on here, but overall it's in pretty decent shape even with the body kit. So some vented hood, and all that cooling that you need. Awesome. Well, alright crew, hope you enjoyed this, and remember it is a 1992, made in September, so If you're in the US, it's definitely eligible for import, and anywhere else in the world for that matter, just check with local laws. And if you're interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to contact our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com. And you can also hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and our DMs through there go to our sales team, so they do check it pretty often. So any questions, feel free to ask them, and they'll have you taken care of. And especially if you're interested in any other vehicles, they can go through the process. They can explain it to you, and also look for other vehicles through some of our partners, and also tell you more about what's in our inventory. Alright guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can get the latest updates, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.